Sin Spear's Punishment. 7 mana for a 7/7 legendary creature, Leviathan Avatar. It's a flyer, and then whenever Sin enters or attacks, you exile a permanent card from your graveyard at random, then create a tapped token that's a copy of it. If the exiled card is a land card, repeat this process. So, there's two different routes I see a lot of people playing. Is the first one is lands matters, because obviously if you hit a land, you get to repeat the process. That's pretty cool. So you fill your graveyard with lands, you get a bunch of copies of those lands as you exile them. It's not like super powerful unless you start adding in. There's very powerful Simic commanders, you know. AC, Tyrant of Gyre Strait, she's the one that, or it's the one that whenever a land you control enters, you draw a card. Tatiova, another very powerful Simic commander. You just put that in this deck, and then boom, whenever land you control enters, you gain a life, draw a card. It doesn't matter if they're tokens, that doesn't care. Adrix and Nev, another very powerful Simic commander. You put that in the deck, and then if you would create one or more tokens, twice that many are created instead. So if you went the more like token route of trying to duplicate the number of lands that enter based on like token generation, that's a very powerful way of building this deck. Alternatively, what you can do is you can do a Reanimator theme. Reanimator is like fantastic in my book. Like it's kind of how I would build this. Is I would go the remote Reanimator route because that's just how I like to play. That's my play style. But you can play like the Get Rogue monster. He's very powerful. You've got you play stuff like Muldrotha, because if you're filling the graveyard, then you're gonna want to be able to have other ways. This guy costs 7, so you're probably gonna want other ways to do it a little quicker, maybe. Colossal Grave Reaver, another one that whenever it attacks or whenever it enters, it mills cards, and then if it does combat damage. If you put whenever a card gets milled into the graveyard, it just goes into the battlefield. So if you're playing like a mill Reanimator theme, very powerful. I actually wish Colossal Gravedigger could be my commander. It'd be so cool. But yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be fun with either one, but like I said, I think me personally, I would lean more towards Reanimator, just because it's 7 mana. You typically are gonna want to hit something real good. So that's how I would build it. How would you build it?